This is Slow Rider coming to you live from Slow Rider Acres in the Northern California Sierra foothills. So it's a beautiful day. It's about 80 degrees. So this is a update on I installed a new Rage Cycles 2023 Ducati Diavel V4 Fender Eliminator. So as you see here, this is the rear mudguard, one of the wiring harness, and then this is the main assembly here with the lights on it, and that's where somebody rear-ended me. So this is duct taped together, and this piece is bent actually. So my rear tail was sitting on there crooked, so I looked around and found the new Rage Cycles Ducati Diavel V4 2023 Fender Eliminator. It's really nice actually. So it's a small piece. It sits up under here. This is the right turn signal, the left. There's also a license plate light here in your license plate. So I think it looks a lot better. Cleans up this area here. I didn't really like the big assembly there, so I think it looks nice. And I did utilize my pit bull pit stand I got for this. So they're the other ones that had the extra wide pit bull stand to fit my Monster Rosso tire on there. So it's a 240/45 ZR17, so it's a pretty fat tire. So that made the job easy. So basically what you have to do is you take off the rear pannier seat, take off the seat. There's a little tool tray in there. So you take 5 of those bolts out. These rider pegs are held on. There's a bolt here and a bolt here. You take the rear bolt off both sides, and that's basically what that's what holds this on. So they did a really nice job. I mean, you can't even see it in there. I mean, it's well worth it. It was around $200, so that's money well spent. And it comes with the wiring harness. So basically what you do, there's a wiring harness that comes down from the computer brain that comes across here, and then there's a connector here that goes from here back through this assembly to here. You remove this, there's a short harness that's about like 3 feet that splits out into the license plate light and the left and right turn signal. You pull that piece off, this panel pops off here. You unplug the plug here and you plug that one in, and then that plugs into the harness from the new Rage Cycle Fender Eliminator kit into here, and it's really nice. It just they use the same standard connector, so it's literally just plug and play. So really it took me about 2 hours because I work slow, but the hard part is this piece here has 3 bolts on it, and it's hooked to these 3 bolts, and it's hard. You can't see it, but there's 3 there. 1, 2, 3. This one in the back is hard to get, so I had to use. I have a nice ratchet set that was able to get in there, but it's kind of a pain to do because you can't really use an Allen key because it hits the brake disc. So you have to use a ratchet. At least I had to. My hands are too big, but it was hitting the disc brake and it wouldn't turn. So basically, I mean, you really don't have to take much off. You just take off this back piece, and then you unscrew this and pull the wiring harness out, and then this is all off so you can see through. And then you take, there's 2 screws here that comes off, and then you plug that in, and the wires, you wrap them up in here, then you're done. And then of course you put it back together, and that all takes about 2 hours. So they really did a good job designing it where you don't I thought you're gonna have to take this whole piece off, and it was really be a big deal. But this this Pitbull pit stand really made the difference, because you can work on the bike really easily. So that was nice. I think I might also buy one of those stands that people use with the motorcycles at the hardest part was my back, bending over and squatting down. So I'm gonna have to get this, so when I get the Akrapovic exhaust, I'm probably gonna install that myself. And if I do that, I'll definitely I'll make a nice detailed video. But that looks like a little bit more of a, I mean, again, that's probably like a 3 or 4 hour job, but I don't do this every day, so I'll put aside a whole weekend for it. So these are all the bits and pieces. There's one piece here, one piece here. I didn't take that apart. Again, that's why I got rear-ended, and this was all bent. This is the mud fender that goes here, basically. And that's pretty much it. Oh, let me demonstrate it. Put this, turn this on. It's pretty bright sunlight, but oh yeah, you can see it there. So you can see it flashing, and you can see the license plate illuminator. So that's the right turn signal, left turn signal. Yeah, works nice. It looks nice. 4-way flashers. So I mean, I like the way they put the diffusers on the outside of the LEDs, because that waterproofs it, and it also diffuses the light. So I think you could see these better, because I think the problem, these other turn signals are so far down there, I don't think people see them. They're like on the ground, basically. These are up at eye level. So and I was thinking of even getting some LEDs and wiring up so it's up at the top, and maybe another brake light here in the center that flashes. Since I got rear-ended, I'm kind of paranoid. And then also I thought maybe some LEDs. It'd be nice if they made ones that go in the tip of your mirror like the cars have, that flash, so you could see them from the front. Some extra ones here would be nice. So if I figure that out, I'll show that as well. But so that's the Pitbull stand, which works really good. Everything seems like $200. I think the Pitbull stand was about $250 because it's shipping. It's heavy duty. When you get it, you're like, wow, that's solid. It's a nice anodized. I think that's steel, but man, it's nice. It feels solid. When your bike's up there, it's not going anywhere. And then I was really impressed with the new Rage Cycles Ducati 2023 Diavel V4 Fender Eliminator kit. Was really spot on. The directions were good, so it made it easy to do it. That's definitely an easy do-it-yourself project. I think even if you're not really mechanical, that would be an easy one for someone to tackle. All right, and then I just did my, if you want to check out my 2,500 mile review, I did that a few videos ago, so that should be on my account if you want to check that out, give you my impression. So I've personally put 2,500 miles on this beast, and it's definitely a head turner, street burner, man. It's people always coming up to and asking what is it, and they always point at these exhausts. So I think people like it. I mean, the general public loves that 4-pack. I mean, there's just something about that. I mean, that's the only thing that's kind of holding me back from the race muffler, because I don't think it might not look as cool. I don't know. And this thing's pretty loud, so I don't know. Yeah, it's when you're revving it, when you're taking off, it gets pretty loud. So I mean, it's just, I guess if you want it even louder, then I guess that's good. But this is I look at this as kind of like a Lamborghini or a fine sports car. I mean, they don't really make that much noise when they're idling, but when they rip, and that's kind of how this sounds. All right, with that, Slow Rider out.